We've got another film adaptation of a Stephen King novel about people who enter deadly competitions where the only way to survive is to keep moving. But despite the similarities, The Running Man could not be more different from The Long Walk. It feels like Edgar Wright is back in Scott Pilgrim mode because The Running Man is hilarious, high energy, and action-packed, and Michael Cera has never been funnier. This version doesn't deviate from the source material as much as the 1987 film did, but Edgar Wright gives us the best of both worlds because it's a more faithful adaptation, but it also leans into the campy, over-the-top tone that audiences loved about the previous adaptation. And a lot of the themes explored in the book are more relevant than ever before, so the social commentary hits just as hard as it should. Some people might complain that the world building is a little too fast and thrusts us right into the middle of the chaos, but that's part of what I loved about it. It makes this dystopia feel more lived in and real. The characters are already familiar with the endless rotation of game shows, and the commercials for those shows give us all the context we need and remind us that The Running Man is the top-rated television program in this world. In The Running Man, contestants called runners are hunted by professional assassins known as hunters. Any runner who manages to stay alive for 30 days wins the grand prize. Meanwhile, their every move is broadcast to a bloodthirsty public who are cheering for their demise. This results in a tense, high-stakes spectacle where survival itself becomes entertainment. Glen Powell stars as Ben, a working-class man who enters the competition out of desperation to help his sick daughter, making him a perfectly relatable protagonist with a positive motive so he's easy to root for. Glen Powell is as charismatic as ever. He's charming and cracking jokes one moment and seething with frustration the next. His character is full of rage, but understandably so, because who wouldn't be angry at a system that makes survival feel like a privilege rather than a basic human right? Coleman Domingo absolutely devours his role as the host of The Running Man, commanding every scene he's in with infectious showmanship like the ringleader of a twisted circus. The writing, music, editing all work in sync to keep the momentum going, and the film rarely loses steam. In fact, one criticism could be that it almost feels too rushed, especially in the final act, which can be a bit clunky at times, but the high-speed style matches the adrenaline rush of the story itself. Above all, The Running Man is a crowd pleaser. Whether you're looking for laughs, action, suspense, romance, thrills, or thought-provoking social critique, this film has something for everyone to enjoy. I think you might like The Running Man if you enjoyed The Running Man, The Hunger Games, Battle Royale, Snowpiercer, The 10th Victim, Squid Game, John Wick, Series 7, The Contenders, Death Race 2000, and Brazil. Check out The Running Man in theaters on November 14th and comment and let me know what you think of it.